Hi there, welcome to Cube Shark. This is video 5, I think. I think this is the third video where we're talking about completing these pieces here. And I'm sure for some of you, you kind of feel like I'm just beating this to death. And I kind of am, because this part can be really confusing for people, and I hope I'm not making it more confusing. But this is the part of solving the cube that you will have to recognize and do quickly if you want to be fast at doing this. But anyway, what I've done here, you may recall in the last video that at the end of it I had solved everything here. What I've done is I've removed the pieces, the blue-orange and blue-orange-white that was here, and I put it in the top layer. Just to demonstrate some more things that you might see. I probably won't explain these as in depth or do them quite as slowly as the other ones, because that was kind of to get you started. But I'm just going to show you how these pieces may be, and then you can, watch the video at your own rate to kind of figure it out. So anyway, you may get lucky. This is a great situation where on the top layer you have two pieces that are sitting together like they would down here, and so all you have to do with this situation, that these two, the blue oranges, are going to go over here, and so what you're going to do is you're going to move these pieces over to that side. Okay, see that? And these are going to go just down in here, and all you have to do is lift that up from here to here, turn this over, and then drop it down in, just like that. Okay, and then you'll have had the whole thing solved again. Okay, that's a nice example. Sometimes things aren't so nice, or they'll just be messed up in a way that's just not really fun to deal with, and so you might have this situation. This actually looks pretty similar to how we set things up last time. You see how the blue-orange white is here on the top. However, this piece here, this is the piece that goes with it, the blue-orange, as you can see. It's here, but you may notice that it's not following one of our two rules, where the tops are different colors. That's one of the rules that's important. The tops are supposed to be different colors, and the white is supposed to be on the side that the piece is on. Now that's true, it's on the right side, however, this is not correct. Now, you could try to do what we did in the other videos and, make this be the, do some fancy move that makes this the blue side. But I'll tell you what, I don't think that is going to be the easiest way to solve this. I think the easiest way to do this would be to put the pieces together, like I just showed you a second ago. Okay, so what I do is I'll move this piece over to here. That way, when I move it down and out of the way, like I showed you in the last video, we won't be dislodging something that's solved. This is not solved, and so if I move this down, then I'm not messing anything up here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and push this down. Alright, and then on the top, this orange-blue piece, I'm going to put it over by the other one, so that when I bring the piece up, they're together, like I just showed you before, right? And then you can just, and then to solve these pieces, you would just put them back over here, like I showed you before, like this, right? And then, they just go in, just like that, okay? And then you have the whole bottom solved again. That's another thing that you might see. Let's see, what else could you see? Sometimes, here's a situation, sometimes you'll see the white on the top, okay? And that's not fun, because when the white's on the top, that means that you need to, you need to move it around a little more, and that's never fun. Okay, so let's just do a move that will make the white be on the side, okay? Alright, for this, I'm going to take, anytime you see a white piece up like this, any white corner piece up, you want to move this to a corner that's over an unsolved place. So right now the only unsolved part is the blue-orange here. So I'm going to move this white so that it's over top of here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. If you think about this move here, here's where the blue-orange piece is, okay? And the blue-orange-white is right here, okay? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this piece here. I'm going to move it over to here. Now when I move it here, you'll see if I move from here to here, the blue side is going to be up. When I do that, see that? The blue side will be up. Okay? Now when I do that, when I make the blue side up, you'll notice that this piece here and this piece here are in the right situation such that they could do that special move where it goes here and then around and then drops in. Now, coming back to this point, we put the white that's facing up over here, and I'm going to move it over that way. Okay, so now we have this situation, you know, so it's all set up nice. And now, after I moved it up, I'm going to move it over. Okay, the reason I do that is because I want to fix this. Okay, remember, anytime you move something up, you're always going to be moving these pieces up too, and so you want to fix them. Okay, so what I did is when I moved the white piece that was here up, I turned the top so that when I bring this down to fix it, I'm not bringing those pieces back down, I'm not moving them at all. You can see here and here, this is where these pieces are now. They're in the right position such that, like relative to each other. These two pieces are in the right position relative to each other. So now all I have to do is put the corner piece over where it's supposed to go. So the corner piece is supposed to go over here because here's the place where those pieces go. So I'm going to move this to here. Okay? So here's the white, here's the blue-orange, right here. And so we're going to move this to here, just like this. And you can see that we didn't mess anything up. Remember, when we turn these pieces, we don't want to be lifting anything out that's solved. You don't want to lift anything out that's solved. Okay? So we lifted that up. Here are the pieces. Turn it over, drop it in. You can see how there's really a limitless number of possibilities to how this can be. You can even see these pieces such that they're, you know, it might be in backwards, or, you know, you might see something like this, you know, where the pieces are, you know, they're together but they're upside down. See that? It's supposed to go in here. The green red and the green red white, they go in here. They're upside down, and so then you have to, you know, move them out like that. So now they're up here, rather they're right here. And then you move this around just like we did at the beginning of the video, such that these are set up to go in here. And then you just lift this up, and this over, and then this down. So with the first two layers, after you've done the cross down here, these pieces, to put them in can be a pain. There's a lot of different variations. Really, there's almost limitless variations. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've covered a number of them, but there's a lot. And you really just need to start messing with it. And the one thing that I would tell you that would be of great help, I think, would be that when you practice moving pieces around, maybe not necessarily so that they'll be in places that are particularly helpful or in positions such that you're ready to put them in to these positions. Practice moving pieces around such that you're not disrupting ones you've already put in, like these, or disrupting this cross here. So if you get good at moving pieces around, just play around with it a little bit. Let's say that these pieces weren't together here, this green and orange. I just took it out of this spot. And let's say that they were, you know, messed around like this, and the green and orange were, you know, just kind of practice moving those pieces around so that, you know, you won't be messing anything else up, even if you're not putting pieces where they need to be, just so that you have an idea of what you can do to not mess up the rest of it. You know, and like I said in the other video, as long as you're not lifting anything out, you know, you can turn this top as much as you want, you know, and you won't be messing this up. And that's the big thing. Only turn these side things a quarter turn, and make sure that you're not lifting stuff out that's fit or that's already there. Here, lift that out because that doesn't go there. You know, but here you don't want to lift this out because then you'll mess it up. So, you know, just work on that. The first two layers are really the rate limiting step. There's a lot of good helpful guides online that will show you how to do the first two layers. You can type in F2L, just letter F, number 2, letter L, and basically that just means first two layers, and you should be able to find a whole bunch of different pardon me, a whole bunch of different helpful things that will help you to be able to maneuver those pieces around. Anyway, I think that's enough said about first two layers. Just, you know, keep practicing. We're going to move on to doing the last layer next, in the next video. So we will see you there.